In your portion of the document,
The stroke of a pen may halt one of the largest conservation battles in recent years. 3 First Nations issued a directive calling for a 2-year deferral on old-growth logging in their traditional territory on Vancouver Island.
It's very significant. We want to, manage our resources in a way that's acceptable to our people, and it's time that we started exercising our jurisdiction.
Those First Nations had initially agreed to the logging, but now say it's time for fresh consultations. At stake, the Fairy Creek watershed, which holds some of the last old-growth trees on Vancouver Island. The province had granted forestry company Teal Jones permission to start logging its northern edges. Since losing a court battle, old-growth logging opponents have been doing their best to stop the chainsaws, creating complex obstacles for the RCMP to remove, even cementing themselves into tubes stuck into the ground. More than 170 people have been arrested. They say trees up to 1,000 years old are increasingly rare and vital. According to the Sierra Club, original old growth on Vancouver Island has gone from this to less than 10% of the original forest.
It's potentially very good news for Fairy Creek, but we don't know yet.
This longtime activist says she's optimistic, but reserving judgment.
And there's actually blockades and protests in the entire region. So at this point, I think everyone's still waiting for the maps and clarity.
That clarity will come from the provincial government.
We are working on that, and with respect and respecting the decisions of the Dididat, the Pachidat, and the Hawaiiat.
If all the parties can agree on a new plan, it could mean a pause in this latest war in the woods. Greg Rasmussen, CBC News, Vancouver.